And we'll restart to the inside of Chase Elliott. All right, here we go. Chips have been pushed to the center of the table. Let's see who can bring it back and take home the big payday at the end.
Well, yeah, the carrot at the end of the stick when this thing ends is quite the carrot. It's $1 million carrot that's hanging there for somebody to go get it. And you got Team Penske teammates on the front row. How nice do they play with each other here, Mike, on this restart?
Here they come into the Echo Park Automotive restart zone, that is. Joey goes late in the box. Blaney will stay with him stride for stride. They're already beating and banging back to the corner.
Side by side through turns 1 and 2. Logano on the outside with the advantage, but he hasn't got him cleared. Blaney try to keep a foot in the door in turn 3.
He'll be successful. Outside, though, is Ross Chastain. He's going to let her rip around the outside lane, get some momentum. Chastain is on the move for second.
Logano takes the lead. Blaney drop kick back to second. Here comes the Melon Man, Ross Chastain on the outside.
But here comes Christopher Bell on 4 fresh tires. He is in a side-by-side battle with Carson Hocevar. That is for the 4th position. Blaney is sideways off the corner. He'll be wedged in the middle, 3 wide back to the corner.
Christopher Bell caromed off the side of Blaney. Blaney dropping back through the pack. They're 4 wide trying to get around him as Ryan Blaney's hopes for victory go out the window.
Not so sure Blaney doesn't have a cut-down tire either way. He could not get to the bottom of the track to get to pit lane. Looks like the car is up to speed, Dave, but he lost all kinds of momentum.
All the way to the back of the pack. Only 4 cars behind him. A disaster for Blaney on the final few laps. Joey Logano has the lead. Ross Chastain all the way to the fence. Christopher Bell to the bottom for second.
Here they come now off the corner. It's Bell to the inside. Chastain to the outside while Joey Logano starts to tiptoe away.
Ross Chastain running about as close to the safer barrier as you can get. It's not going to save second place. To the inside. Bell takes the 2 spot.
Further back in the scrum, Denny Hamlin got shoved from behind from Austin Dillon, nearly turned him around in the middle of the pack. Everybody gets away unscathed. At the front of the field, Logano pulls him off turn 2.
Joey Logano's lead is less than a car length over Christopher Bell. 3 now back to Ross Chastain. He's feeling the heat from Alex Bowman. Logano goes up the track to try and block Bell.
Bell down to the bottom. He'll diamond the corner. Here he goes. Bell's going to look. Logano throws the block for the lead. 22 to go.
Christopher Bell is on the attack. He puts a wheel to the inside of Logano. Down the back straightaway. Christopher Bell to the low line. Logano tries to crowd him. Now drifts up the racetrack.
Christopher Bell gets a good bite off turn 4. C. Bell will lead this lap by half a car. Close quarters racing. They nearly touch in turn 2.
They do touch in turn 2. Up the banking they both go, but they get away. Logano back to the lead by the time they hit 3.
And that allows Chastain to close in, and here comes Alex Bowman. Have not talked a lot about Bowman tonight. He is a part of this quartet fighting for the win at North Wilkesboro.
What was a 2-man dance for the victory now is 3, maybe 4. Bell again looking to the inside on Logano. Chastain looking to the outside. Christopher Bell goes high. Bell to the outside for the lead.
He's going to throw a block on Ross Chastain. Logano will hang on to the top spot. The battle for 3rd is now wheel to wheel. Alex Bowman is on the prowl.
He goes to the inside of Chastain now as they exit turn number 2. Logano gets away by a car length. Christopher Bell in second. Side by side. Alex Bowman and Ross Chastain.
We talked about late in the race maybe using that front bumper to get around a guy if you're faster than him. The last couple laps, all I've seen was bumpers out of Bell right behind the 22 Logano, so I think there's more coming, guys.
Here comes Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, and now a side-by-side battle for 3rd. Alex Bowman digging hard to the inside of Ross Chastain across the line. 17 laps to go in the All-Star race.
Bowman will take the number 3 position, and we'll keep an eye on the front of the pack because Joey Logano, little by little, is beginning to put some daylight between himself and Christopher Bell.
On the older Goodyear tires is Joey Logano. Right side fresher tires for 2nd place, Christopher Bell. Contact for the number 3 spot. Bowman, the showman, to the inside of the Melon Man.
Bowman took Ross Chastain to the wall coming off turn number 4. Chastain keeps the hammer down. He drives around the outside of Alex Bowman. Chastain back to 3rd.
But here comes Bowman back to the inside, and behind them, here's William Byron trying to take a spot away from Chase Elliott. Some unbelievable racing going on in the late stages tonight in Wilkesboro.
And Joey Logano's bid to run away has failed. Christopher Bell is right back on his rear bumper. Bell goes wide in turn number 4, trying to find momentum.
He's trying to get all he can, knowing the laps are getting fewer. 14 laps to go in the All-Star race.
All on the line tonight, and Christopher Bell is there, right on the back bumper of the Joey Logano car. Then 5 car lengths back to Chastain, 2 more back to Bowman.
Christopher Bell continues to use the outside line off the end of the back straightaway. Logano floating his Ford in high to block. Now Logano goes low. Bell right on the back bumper. Bell cuts to the bottom in 2.
Christopher Bell may have pushed Joey a bit wider in turn 2 than he wanted. Tries to make the move to the inside. Shoehorns his way under Joey Logano, trying to take the lead in turn 4.
Logano tried to block. It was too late. They make contact on the front stretch. Logano back to the lead. Bell goes to the outside. More contact in turn 1.
Christopher Bell tried high and tried low. Could not make it work. He falls back in the tire tracks. The crowd losing its mind in North Wilkesboro.
Here comes Christopher Bell again on the outside out of turn number 4. Logano throws the block. This is twice now he'll throw the block on Bell. He may throw another one by the time they get to 3.
Christopher Bell will see how long his fuse is, because he has indeed gotten blocked, and heavily a few times in the last couple of laps. He'll go to the top again as Ross Chastain closes in.
No points on the line, only $1 million. Here's Christopher Bell. The bump and run move is on in turn 2.
Takes Logano all the way to the fence at the exit of turn number 2. Side by side down the back straightaway. Here comes Chastain. He's thinking 3 wide to the top. Bell runs Logano wide. Christopher Bell to the lead.
Bell takes Logano all the way at the racetrack. Christopher Bell goes to the lead with 9 laps to go.
And now he's going to have to run for his life as Joey Logano and Ross Chastain bang fenders. Chastain around the outside looking for second.
Ross Chastain's got momentum topside. Logano on the older tires trying to hang on. Chastain gives a wallop to the back bumper of Logano headed to turn 1.
Joey Logano trying to run all 3 lanes at once. He moves up to try and block Chastain off turn 2 to the back straightaway as Christopher Bell gets away by 2.
Bell is away by 2. Logano not as fortunate because he's got Ross Chastain breathing down his back bumper. All of that going on as Alex Bowman watches from 4th.
Bowman's not far back either. He's only got a couple of more car lengths to catch the Ross Chastain machine. It's Bell by 3 over Logano. 1 more to Chastain, 2 more back to Alex Bowman.
6 laps to go in the 2025 All-Star race. It's Christopher Bell in the outside lane. He's got a car length and a half on second place, Joey Logano.
Bell trying to sneak away now in the late laps down the back straightaway. Car length and a half, 2 car lengths, now maybe 3. Christopher Bell is getting away.
And Christopher Bell is beginning to close in on the lap car of Kyle Larson. Larson's not a lap down yet, but after that damage of earlier, could be gobbled up by the leaders in short order.
Here comes Christopher Bell into turn number 3, running right up at the top of the racetrack. Logano a groove lower, then Ross Chastain in 3rd.
Alex Bowman looking on in 4th. Chase Elliott rounds out the top 5 as they race back to the turn.
Christopher Bell off turn 2, back straightaway. The lead now 4, maybe 5 car lengths. Bell made the move when he had to, and now he's making his getaway.
And now he's managing the gap between himself and Joey Logano. Put it at about 6 car lengths with 3 to go.
Last car, Kyle Larson, about 6 or 7 car lengths ahead as Christopher Bell races the backstretch to turn 3.
The race is right in the middle of the racetrack as Bell through turns 3 and 4 actually lets the car drift a little wide off turn number 4. Keeps the momentum up. 2 laps to go, and the lap car of Larson will come into play.
Time is getting short for Joey Logano to mount 1 final charge. Lap traffic comes into play now for Christopher Bell. Larson just 2 car lengths ahead.
Here they come off the corner. Christopher Bell races to the main straightaway. White flag is in the air. The final lap of the All-Star race is underway.
Christopher Bell looking to the outside of the Kyle Larson lap machine. He'll bypass him on the back straightaway. That should be all she wrote. Christopher Bell into turn 3.
Christopher Bell exits turn number 4, and Christopher Bell is $1 million richer. For the first time in his NASCAR Cup Series career, Christopher Bell is an All-Star race winner. Joey Logano will finish 2nd. Ross Chastain will be 3rd. Alex Bowman 4th. And Chase Elliott rounds out the top 5. Christopher Bell wins the 2025 NASCAR All-Star race. Let's go to pit road.
The Joe Gibbs Racing crew is absolutely losing their minds. Crew Chief Adam Stevens, your driver went out and took that one for $1 million. How do you describe what he just did?
Man, that was awesome. What a fun race. He did such a great job all weekend. We weren't very good last year, and to come back here and have something to contend with feels really special.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Adam Stevens and Christopher Bell, winners of the All-Star race. Christopher's first All-Star race win.
What a race and what a victory for Christopher Bell, Adam Stevens, and that Toyota Camry team for Joe Gibbs Racing. Right now on the racetrack, Christopher Bell in turn 2. He has spun the car around, and he is going to savor this. He has won the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro. We'll chat with Christopher and the rest of the top finishers here in a moment as our post-race coverage will continue from North Wilkesboro.